Hey guys, so pretty much a while back, Koei Tecmo decided to do a Western poll for us for the first time ever, and I'm pretty sure everyone was excited, especially me. So this is how they did it. So they had different days of when you can vote for different factions, and pretty much at the end of it is whoever faction had top three. Whoever's in top three of that faction will move on to semifinals. So pretty much once all the factions were done, it was pretty much 15 people left. So you got the semifinals and then 15 people left. So of course we had to vote again. This time, instead of the top three, it'll be the top five of the semifinals will move on to the finals. So as a result, it was Lubu, Zhou Tai, Zhao Yun, Diao Chan, and Wang Yuanji. And then pretty much somewhere around this time, like a few days ago, last week, they decided to finally do the final poll. And it was, I think, between that and the final poll, there was like pretty much maybe 2 months. Yeah, like 2 months difference. So what they did is they told everyone about final polls, come and vote for, instead of, like two or three, this time you had to vote for only one. And I'm pretty sure people had, chose their favorites and all. When it came to, for me, it was really tough because they all, they seem, all good and all, but especially I have love for the females mostly, Diao Chan and Wang Yuanji. For Diao Chan, she was my first favorite female character in Dynasty when I first played Dynasty Warriors 2 a while back, long time ago when I was 9. I saw her at Hulao Gate and saw how she looked and all. I said, oh cool, it would be nice if I play her. And when I actually finished playing the game, that's when I noticed I unlocked her, and I just like fell in love with her, and of course her twin maces ever since. For Yuanji, when they first introduced her in 7, I wasn't crazy about her, but when they did some upgrading with her throwing knives in 8 and other games, it was a major improvement. And of course that you can add stacks, buffs and all that, and make her make her weapon definitely OP. So that's another thing I liked about Yuanji, and of course the way how she handles herself. So at the end I did vote for Diao Chan. So as the results came, it turns out that Lubu came first, then Zhou Tai, then Zhao Yun, then Wang Yuanji, then Diao Chan. So congrats to Lubu and everybody else. And tell you the truth, the poll looks really reasonable in a way. It really does. But what's your guys' opinion about it? Do you feel that it's actually reasonable, or you feel like it's BS, or you like one of those people who's like, this poll is such fucking bullshit, I demand a recount? And if you're that type of person, don't worry, because you will get a recount when they decide to do another poll for Dynasty Warriors 9 in the future. So after all the polls, after the polls were finished, the producer, Mr. Akihiro Suzuki, decided to, send a little thank you note, and it goes, "I'd like to thank everyone for all their votes. I saw the results from the first and second rounds, and I could see the Western fans favor characters that have a dominant presence and more powerful endgame, which is different from Japanese fans. While Lubu and Zhou Tai are popular in Japan, they didn't rank in top positions. Instead, the favorites in Japan seem to have a stronger in-game presence. After the release of Dynasty Warriors 9, the Western rankings may change based on how characters are featured. I hope we can do another popularity poll in the future, and I hope everyone will take part when it happens. Thank you for your continued support of the Dynasty Warriors series. So I'm pretty much happy that we actually, the Western fans, we actually get the chance to vote, to actually get a poll for the first time ever, and I am seriously happy with that. I'm pretty sure everyone else is. Not only because, you know, because the polls, not only because, you know, in a way it shows that, you know, they at least have some care for us, but at the same time it's also a huge opportunity. So when I say huge opportunity, I'm pretty sure somebody's thinking, what do you mean by that? So when I say huge opportunity, I'm talking about, well, for example, like, since we found out that, you know, we know who the top 5 people for the Western fans, for the Western side are. When Dynasty Warriors 9 comes out, who knows, they may do something, you know, a little special for them, you know, like a special DLC costume or a DLC scenario, or, you know, or something, you know, pretty much something special. Or like, for random example, like, it's been a while that Diao Chan had her twin maces back. Who knows, they could actually bring that back in Dynasty Warriors 9 as one that, you know, as a surprise, you know, like a DLC surprise, or maybe like an in-game unlock surprise, that kind of thing. Who knows? Another opportunity is pretty much for, like, maybe, you know, Musou YouTubers like myself and a few others, because with this list it can really help us out with videos and show us, like, oh, which character may, you know, bring in more views and this, that, and the other, and, you know, that kind of, like, oh, we want more subscribers and more people, you know, asking more, you know, commenting and all. So pretty much for me, that's another reason for it. But just, you know, that's just for me right now. And another one could be, like, you know, for other, you know, it could be for other games in the future. So let's say for Lubu. Now, when Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends came out, and of course Lubu was like front and center in the cover, and everybody, you know, pretty much people played it, and they even introduced his daughter, Lu Lane Chi. And even though she did not make it to the top 5, she was part of the semifinals. So she's up there top 10. So that really helped. Pretty much, who knows? For example, they can actually do something like what Samurai Warriors Sandamaru or Spirit Sanda, what they did was, like, you know, the life of Yukimura from where he was small all the way until the day he died. They could do something like that with Lubu, you know, where he's, you know, pretty much the same thing, like where he, you know, when he first started his military career, all the way to him getting captured by Cao Cao at Xiapi and getting executed. And then maybe, like, they can, you know, add a little what if scenario to it, you know, different what if scenarios and all that, you know, to make the game more interesting and more fun, and at least have a little more content than just the same old limited budget mess, which I've been noticing they've been doing it, and I, for one, I am not happy with that, none whatsoever. So pretty much, you know, an idea like that, who knows, if they do that, that would be an awesome thing.